Hello, Will here from Will Thunder Talks with another video. Today I'm going to talk about a bit of a sensitive topic for me. We're going to talk about body dysmorphia. So, hello, I'm Will. I talk about things that I think are interesting. And the question today for myself in relation to body dysmorphia is, how do I keep up with the physical changes in my body? So, as you may or may not know, I have been on a bit of a weight loss hype recently. I have lost over 110 pounds or over 50 kilograms, and that's a lot of weight to lose, man. I have been on Manjaro, which I've made videos about. I'm on 2.5 milligram. I've been for 7 months. I lost 10 kilograms 7 months prior to Manjaro, and I've lost another, 40 in the months following on Manjaro. And for me, it's been amazing, amazing, and OP. I've talked at length about my wonderful experience so far on Manjaro, how it manages out my blood sugar levels, how food noise being turned off is a blessing when my whole life I've been obsessed with food noise. And a little bit of that's creeping back, if I'm honest, but I am still on 2.5 milligrams, so, what can I expect? I can always go up the dose if I absolutely have to. Though I'm staunch that I would like to stay on 2.5 milligram, I feel it's enough for me. If anything, I might change my dosing schedule from every 6 days, which is what I've been doing since July or August. I might move it to 5 days, because it kind of wears off. That's kind of the half-life of it anyway, but yeah, 5 days might work better at some point, but for now, 6 is completely fine. I have a great loss rate. So, apart from managing food noise a bit better, maybe I carry on as I am. Because I'm also gaining strength because of the gym and high protein. But, body dysmorphia. How do I keep up the physical changes? It's really hard, to be honest. Losing all that weight, 50 kilo, 110 pounds. I still feel like a fat person. I still have a belly, I have a lot more loose skin now. And, it's a bit unsightly, I suppose you might say. But I wear it as a badge of honor. I wear it as a, hey, I went to a depth of challenge and I rose out of that, man. I ain't cutting this stuff off. I'm keeping the loose skin. And it will go when it goes, and if it doesn't go, it doesn't go. I'm very fortunate that I've been losing all this weight at a certain point in my life where I'm still relatively young. I'm 31 years old. So I still have a good amount of elasticity in my skin. So it could pop back. It could also not pop back, which is completely fine. I'm not here for aesthetics. I'm here for health. So body dysmorphia. What does that look like for me? I still feel like a fat guy, basically. I still have some psychological responses to the world as a fat person. I still assume I can't be in certain places because I'm a fat person. Like, a lot less so, but the thoughts are still in my head, basically. Keeping up the physical changes can be hard sometimes. I was looking at the jeans I'm wearing today. I started as a 56-inch waist. I'm wearing 40-inch waist jeans now. And they are getting big. They're getting a little too big, to be honest. I could probably go down to 38s. I have a pair of 38s I fit into 38-inch trousers, which is awesome. But all trousers aren't built the same. I kind of like flexible trousers. I'm wearing jeans. They're kind of flexy jeans, so loving them a lot. But I've got other 40s that are not as flexible, and I got a vintage, so swings and roundabouts. But all of this to say, it's weird being in small clothes. It's weird being in clothes that aren't huge. I still wear huge t-shirts. I still have a lot of 4XL t-shirts I wear. 4 or 5XL was what I wore prior to losing all this weight. I'm currently, this jacket thing I'm wearing, this is an XL, and this is kind of getting a bit roomy on me, especially like here. Well, you can't see this side, especially like here. There's loads of extra room here. I could certainly, I fit into large joggers, which is like amazing for me. I've never done that. not since I was a teenager. So it's kind of crazy to be at this point with me like losing all this weight. And there's still parts of my brain and thoughts I have in my head that are like, hey man, this is a brief intermission, right? Of who you are and your identity, of your large self that believes the world should work a certain way, right? There's a certain logic to that. You know, when I was a really large guy, there were certain things I feel like I could never do. Shops brought up shame and dread for me because clothes wouldn't fit. Now clothes fit. So like now I feel like more welcome in clothes shops. I can like buy in normal clothes shops, which is great. But there's still like things like I feel like I can't run even though I go to the gym very regularly and I'm quite strong, and I ran a mile when I was another 15 kilograms heavier than I am now, but I don't regularly run. So it's keeping up with the physical changes for me is like testing these limits and boundaries to figure out where I'm actually at. So like a big goal for me as a recovering fatty is doing a push-up, one proper push-up, not a with your knees, not against the wall, one proper push-up. I still can't do one, but I can bench 60 kilo. That's okay. It's decent. But I guess, as a friend said to me, when you're doing a push-up, you're essentially bench pressing yourself. And when I'm 32 kilograms, I'm going to struggle to bench press myself, aren't I? If I'm only bench pressing 60. So that makes sense. I can't double the weight and bench press that. Not yet. Working on it though. The overall goal is get 100 kilograms and then bench 100 kilograms. So I want to bench my body weight. That's the end goal. Bench your body weight. I'm going to work up strength-wise towards that, and then I'm going to bring the weight down to work on that. Because I think that's pretty cool. If I could bench my body weight, I'd be very happy about that. But yeah, there's just places in society that historically I felt like I can't be and I can't interact with because of my body, because of my perceived limitations. Even the idea of like walking long distances though, like yesterday I did about 17,000 steps. I love walking now. I walk really quick, way faster than I used to. I can feel it on the treadmill too. I've had to increase the speed on the treadmill, which is like great and cool. But like, still part of me probably wants to try like certain sports and stuff. But then I'm still worried about the shame I felt historically of making everyone have a less fun time because I'm slow. I wanted to cycle. I wanted to have a bike, right? But I'm looking at like the weight limits on bikes, and a lot of bikes are like, hey man, you can't really be north of 120 kilos. You can get heavy duty ones that are a lot more than that. Standard bikes are apparently 120 kilos. I'm not 120 kilos. I'm 130 kilos, 32 kilos. So still a little too heavy for just a box standard bike. But a lot of them have like carry capacity and stuff like that. So yeah, it's hard to say really, because I feel I'm opening up. I'm coming back into myself. I'm re-emerging into the world of what I could do. Because I think actually at the core of it, I think I have an adventurous spirit. I think I love exploring in the mind. And I've done that for a very long time. And I think that's because I felt like I've not been able to explore in the physical world. Okay? So I'm trying to do more exploring in the physical world. Who knows? That might translate to the direction of this channel. I may start recording myself roaming around new places. I'm going to Barcelona in, a week and a half now. And we're going to see what happens. I'm going to just roam around. I don't know if I'm going to record it yet. I might not. But I think all of this kind of stuff is me going, hey, I'm changing, right? So my behaviors need to evolve to keep up with my changing self. And that like takes energy. That's decision-making stuff. That's pushing into discomfort for me, right? That's expanding my scope of life, which is exciting but hard to maintain when you have a comfortable baseline you stay in. So I'm very much like do these things by myself very often. I'm quite independent. I like to do my own thing, come in and push my own boundaries at my own pace. So I'm going to do that. But I think that's kind of how I keep up with the changes in my body. Like, I test those boundaries. I'm like, can I do a push-up? I can't do one today, I'm pretty sure. I might try later. But I don't know if I'm going to try. And failing's part of the process. So I got to try some new stuff. Maybe I'll do sports one day. Whew. I like gym, but gym and sports are different things in my head. But that's where I'm going to leave it today. You've been wonderful. I've been Will. Take care of yourself. All sentient life form that digests these words in however they digest them. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.